What is going on, my people? It is your UK Trotter brother, Dr. Blake, the darkest man around, and I'll be talking about One Piece, Burning Blood. But I'm here with a few people. Introduce yourself, guys.
Venge.
Okay.
Okay. What's good? What is good, bros? This is your boy VengefulWilberg, aka Belly King in this botch.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's saying Kakashi. I nearly said my real name. What the fuck? Yeah, I nearly said my full name, bro. I've never said my full name on any video. What the fuck's going on?
We didn't need your personal details, bro.
That Nigerian king might call me back though with that money.
But anyways, we'll be talking about how the tag system should work. And Vengeful, I'm gonna ask you first because I've heard you say how the Storm tag team system is gonna work and how they have gauges. And yeah, what is your overall thoughts about the One Piece tag system? As what have you seen so far?
Well, it's a tough call, but because they really haven't given us a whole lot to go on, but I'm feeling like there could be slight similarity because with Storm 4, because of the simple fact that there has to be some kind of mechanic in there to where it doesn't turn into an overpowered mess of sorts. And what I talked about before when it came to the discussion we had a while back is that in Storm 4 they had it set up where in order to prevent like infinite tags and things of that nature, that there's a support gauge for both characters that are support, and you have to actually sacrifice the gauge in order to tag them in. So instead of them doing a support attack, you tag them in and it just like drops the gauge back to zero and you have to wait for it to replenish, which means that you pretty much can only tag consecutively 2 times.
No, but I was just gonna say, like, we're hearing you say that will fit perfectly with Burning Blood because the way they're making it feel and the way they're making it looks like we are gonna have like a sort of, it's gonna be 1v1 with the option to tag in and out. And I would like it if you can create your own combos, because I was talking about this with D3 and he said how in a Super Extreme Butoden you can literally like activate a support and they can continue a bit of the combo that you're into, and then the support will go back out and then you can continue on what has happened. How would you guys feel about that? Saying Kakashi, your thoughts, because you haven't really said anything. Say something.
No, because you gave it to Venge first.
Bruh, say something, bruh. Not your turn, man.
Damn, I stole his thunder, bro.
Yeah, I like the idea that, like Venge said, and how the Storm system's going to be implemented. How there's a gauge and you can only do it a certain amount of times per round. Like, I don't know, do we know if this game's going to be based on rounds like Storm, or is it just going to be like just one fight and that's it?
We haven't really had enough information to really say about that. They've just been confirming characters, just trying to get us all tingly and hyped. You know, I'm getting tingly in my pants, bro. But that's none of your business.
Well, I don't know. You kind of went a bit over the top on my stream the other day, bro. Bro, like, Veg, you weren't there, right? As soon as I was playing Pirate Warriors, and as soon as I picked Lord, Jesus Christ, my fucking chat exploded with Blick jizzing everywhere. It was grim.
Yeah,
Bruh,
like, he was no longer the no longer the darkest man around. He was whiter than me.
Bruh, literally 360, like, bruh, like my walls were black, then they turned white.
Alright, anyway, back on topic about not talking about Blick's cum. Yeah, I like the idea, like you said, Blick, as well. How you can be able to create your own combos depending on how your team's configured. Say if you got like the team what's been advertised a lot with Luffy, Sabo and Ace, how you can create brotherly combos and shit together. But I also want there to be like a limit on how you can do these. Like if you can switch characters, yeah, but when it comes to combos, I'd like to see them happen as often as you can, because really you're not swapping characters, it's just your characters are coming in to help you. You know how like the support drive works in Revolution and shit. Yeah. So that shit will be pretty cool to see. But like I said, I want there to be a limit on how many times you can switch out between, say, like Ace to Zoro to then Frankie, some shit
Yeah,
like
I
that.
totally agree with you, because as you were saying that was making me think about what Vengeful said about the gauge, because the gauge is a perfect system. Say, you have to literally plan ahead, you actually have to literally think about what you're going to do, because the whole reason why I said about the whole, like, continuing with the combos when you're tagging someone in or out, the reason why I said that is because of the fact that when they showed Luffy going up against Doflamingo, as soon as Luffy tagged in Ace, it looked like he came in shooting them fireballs on the fingertips. You guys know what I mean? In the second trailer, like, and same what they did with Bartolomeo when he jumped in. When Luffy jumped in and he continued it, it seemed like, oh, that person's coming in to help you. Like, it is a support, but it's a tag team. It's a tag, like 3v3 tag. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And thinking about that kind of does balance out the game, because everyone in One Piece doesn't have haki, so it kind of balances out the game, kind of even things out a little bit, kind of makes the game a lot more balanced, and it can also open the door for a skill gap depending on how deep you go into the game. Like the way things are looking, and I hope we get more gameplay, because we need it, because I'm just speculating. We are just speculating about what we would like to see in terms of the tag team system. But as a whole, I just hope that we actually are right in terms of how it will work, because Lord have mercy, that'll be a good game. Just give us the right combat system. And I'm kind of skeptical of how people like X Drake is gonna work, because that guy seems like a support-based character. If you guys have you seen the scan about X Drake? Like the whole him in his dinosaur like form, like that looks like it's made for 3v3 when you turn into that form. That looks like because I was thinking about, because you know how like Chopper has quite a few forms. I feel like in terms of like the way you fight with him, the way you could do combos with him, you should be able to use a form depending on what combo you do with him. That would be pretty cool. What do you guys think about that possibility?
It could be. So are you saying like for every form they may have a specific moves that comes along with that form? Is that what you're referring to?
No, I was saying, okay, let's use Neji's 8-track of 64 pumps. Do you know how like Neji, like Kid Neji, when he knocks people all over the place? Like, say if he has an ultimate, they give him an ultimate, and he goes into each form as he's doing it, and he's knocking them like with each form, because you know how like he's got the full reindeer one, and then he's got the one that's closest to human, and then he's got the big one. Imagine if he did something mixture with that. Or it depends, because I feel like they're gonna have pre-time skip and time skip like characters as well, like the variations. But like, what do you think about what I've just said, like, you guys?
It's kind of toughy, especially thinking about how Spike has done things in the past, where you would actually see a lot of different variations of the characters. But then, you know, back in like the Dragon Ball series and everything with Tenkaichi and everything, and I was thinking like, it could be a mixture of both. I remember how when I didn't play Tenkaichi a whole lot, but I played enough to know how it works and how they set it up where, oh, you could do in-game transformations, but you could also do like a, you know, like the character swaps and all that too. And it would be interesting to see a little mix of things with the characters, as far as, okay, they do this move, they go straight into that form, and you can come up with some even crazier combos and shit like that. I think that would be pretty cool.
Say, Kagashi, your take on this, bro?
Yeah, let's go. For Chopper's thing, I have a nasty feeling after the time skip, they're only going to give him this Kung Fu fucking form, because that's the only one he really uses for, you know, major fights. Like, he only goes into the massive form, like when it's an emergency. Like, it's very rare he does that, because obviously after he uses that form, he can't do fuck all for like 2 hours. Where this Kung Fu form, what he's gained, he can do that all the time, and that's his most active form when it comes to fights and shit. But I'd love to see him do different forms depending on how you work his combos and stuff. I reckon that would be cool, but I can only see them put in this Kung Fu form in after the time skip variation of Chopper.
Yeah, I could agree with you on that. And the thing about it is, I feel like they should just put that form in terms of him, like, starting off fight with him, because there's no point putting him in his normal state, because he goes straight into that state. And I feel like if they were to implement this form, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work because that's gonna be slow as hell. That like, man, that's gonna be like turtles moving, bro.
So what about this, Dr. Blick? In terms of what you're saying about his form, what if they made it some kind of like one-time thing where you can use it, but it's a serious cooldown?
Yes.
But it's like a kind of high risk, high reward.
Is that what you're saying? Like you lose stamina and stuff like that. You use it and then it just like punishes you for using it.
Yeah, something like that. Especially if it turns out to be something really
kind
strong.
Kind of like Guy's
just to give
Awakening
it
in Storm 4, because there's a massive cooldown for that in Storm 4 for Guy.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that would be what should be expected if they were to put that form in. But if they're just gonna use his Kung Fu form, they should at least put that giant form in as an ultimate. I don't care what they're gonna do. I don't care if he does like cartwheels or something. They need to put that in as an ultimate, bro, because that is his trademark. That is his ultimate form, if you know what I mean. That is his ultimate form, the one that he was never able to handle until the time skip that he was able to handle it.
That makes sense.
So it will make sense at least they were to put it for an ultimate if they're not going to put it in the game. And
okay,
guys,
I like it.
Guys, you got anything more to add, or that's pretty much it?
I got one quick question. What do you guys think about? Now, I was thinking about like all the games and fighting games I played, and some of the games and how tag mechanic works. How do you feel about invisible frames? And what I mean by invisible frames, depending on some games, they have it set up where if you tag out, that you get temporary invulnerability, and sometimes that's a cool idea, but also depending on the game itself, it can pose a problem. So what do you think about that?
I'm not okay when stuff can cause a problem and it's related to Spike. I'm always worried, bro, because Spike, their history, their history don't serve them well. So when it comes to things like that, it's always a worry. You know what I mean? There's always a worry. It's always making me raise the eyebrow, always making me look over my shoulder like, Spike, please, bro, please. One Piece is my favorite anime, yeah, bro. I want to sit my cheeks down, get my fried chicken, get my Kool-Aid, and enjoy this game. So please don't screw this up, bro. Like, this is in your hands, bro.
I know what you mean. I reckon it could cause a very big problem, because I remember back when I was an avid Gears of War player. Back in Gears 1, when you used to do the chainsaw animation, you was in a temporary god form. Like, no one could do anything to you until the animation was over, and then 9 times out of 10, you would get blown up as soon as the animation finished. So I can see that shit happening.
I know what you mean. That happened to Dr. Love. That happened to Dr. Love in
I remember you telling me.
He was meant to have an invincibility frame, but they spawned him. You know how like J-Star has the whole like tag, you reappear? Yeah. They spawned him into a spirit bomb. They spawned him. This guy didn't have no invincibility frame, nothing, bro. They spawned his ass into a spirit bomb. Dr. Love had no option. He just had to spread them, bruh. he was pissed, bruh. Like, that guy got raped. He got violated by Spike, bruh.
Damn.
They took his name and took it to the wrong way, bruh. Like, yeah, we know you're Dr. Love, but this time, we're going to show you what we're made of in terms of loving, bruh.
Damn.
No, but, yeah. Well, with things like that, I'm always concerned with Spike because none of their games, I don't care what no one says, none of their games has been balanced. Like, there's always been something majorly broken about their games. It doesn't take away the fact of their games being fun, but there's always something majorly broken that gives me a kind of when it comes to playing their games.
Okay.
So you guys got anything more to say, or that's it?
I think that's it.
Okay. So, guys, make sure you check out these guys' channels in the description below, and yeah, let me just wrap up this video. So, please comment and subscribe. I know I say this all the time, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying. Please like, rate, enjoy this video, and yeah, catch you next one, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Later.